It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Have you ever wondered what happens to all of that fruit that's just not perfect? It gets tossed away. Well, that became a big problem because the fruit wasn't perfect. They would just take it and toss it away. And that's when Abhi Ramesh stepped in. Abhi Ramesh stepped in. Now, I want you to imagine you have this delicious fruit. It's organic. It tastes good. And it's only being tossed away because of a tiny imperfection. What a waste. Would you not agree? Now here's what we know. Abhi Ramesh stepped in. And did you know that the whole way that Misfits Market was even started is because when he first was on an apple trip, he was enjoying the apple trip. He was at the apple orchard. And he noticed they would take some of these apples and that they would pick and they would toss them to the side simply because the apple wasn't picture perfect. Now, I would agree there's a time for perfection and there's a time for completion. But when you toss away perfectly good fruit, just because, I don't know, it's like having a chocolate chip cookie, I'll say that, and one chip is kind of out of the way, and you say, nah, let's just get rid of this. So Abhi Ramesh, he said, you know what, I want to do something about this. He didn't just sit around. He didn't just talk about it. He didn't just complain about the problem. He said, I've got a solution. What if we created something called Misfits Market? Now, this food isn't food that's there because it's contaminated. It just wasn't perfectly fit to go on the shelf for certain stores. What if I took that food and what if I offered that as a solution? And as a result, Misfits Market is the juggernaut that we know it is as of today. In fact, we order it as well. Not that I get any money for saying that, by the way. But here's the point that I want you to have as a CEO. And here's really the big takeaway for you. Sometimes we focus too much on perfect. It has to be the perfect time. It has to be the perfect team. It has to be the perfect product. It has to fit just perfectly. If it doesn't, well, we don't want to do it. Instead, what if we focus on this is a problem that exists? We have a solution. The solution makes sense and it can help a population of folks out there and it's not going to hurt anyone. Why not get started? Again, I'll say this for all the CEOs. There's a time for perfection. I get that. But then there's also a time for completion. Completion means we just get it done. So maybe your sales system, your sales infrastructure is not perfect, but you can still get it going and you can improve upon it as you do that. You do that and you will see your sales results go up, up, up and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. I love sharing every morning when we get started that if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. And this is our personal mantra. Every morning we say that. And the reason why is because without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. So we know for certainly that sales is serious business. You'd probably agree with me on that. Selling is serious business. Then we have our pledge that we do every single morning. And our pledge, something that we make as CEOs over to our sales department. And our pledge is I will learn, I will earn, and I will return. As a matter of fact, repeat those words after me, by the way, this morning. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients in order to get new and old clients to return. I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. We just did a whole case study on the ability to be able to earn, to learn something new, and to attract new clients into where they were today. Now, we have 3 objectives when we get together every single morning. And our number 1 objective is sales progress. So it's about sales progress. It's about addressing any roadblocks because the world's not perfect. It's about understanding the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a CEO sales plan. If you don't have a CEO sales plan, go over to www.ceosalesplan.com. Download that one-pager. That one-pager will give you focus. That one-pager will allow you to tune in on the areas that you need to have resources in order to generate revenue. Number 2 is a sales cycle. So what's the cycle from the time the client comes in to the time the client or prospect becomes a buyer? Then there's the sales message, what we say, when we say, and how we say it. Sales pillar number 4 is our sales indicators, the CEO sales dashboard, which I can't wait to share with you, by the way. And then last but not least is to have a super sexy sales team. You do those 3 things and you will be very, very successful. Now, I love getting started every morning and welcome everybody who's here. And I'm so thankful that you're here. So as you're watching right now and you're tuning in, do me a favor. As you're watching live, look below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Now, you might say, Shay, we do that every morning. And the reason for that, it's a great way to check in. Like, think about this. You can see me, but I can't see you. So I would love to check in with you. So look below the video and put hashtag I'm here. If you're watching the replay, we appreciate you as well. So do me a favor, put hashtag replay. Couldn't be here at 8 a.m. It's okay. You're here now, by the way. And if you're watching right now, you're tuning in like Shay. I'm all in, but I'm on the download right now. I'm listening to the podcast. I'm on Apple TV. I'm on Roku. Wherever it is you're watching right now, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Go to @IamCheBrown. Drop me a comment. Let me know you're in the conversation. We appreciate every single one of you because CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So I already know you're going to sell. There's no question about that. But our big why is about sales growth. It's about sales accountability, and it's about being consistent at the end of the day. When you are consistent, the magic happens no matter where you are, by the way. And we only ask for 15 minutes a day. Think about that. There's 15 minutes a day that we ask for. That's 1% of the day. So there are 1,000, let's think about it like this, 1,440 minutes in every day. I'm going to ask you to step back and give 1% of the day. That 1% of the day, I'm going to ask you to dedicate to the one area of your business that generates revenue, and that is the sales organization. You do that, and then we're able to accomplish our number one outcome. And our number one outcome is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. So as a result of you being in this conversation, and a result of you as a CEO focused on your sales structure, your sales systems, and your sales strategy, with the sales leadership you bring, there's an extra $100,000 a month that goes to your bank account month after month after month, over and beyond whatever you're earning today. And then that leads us to how we're going to measure it, because we believe what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So I want you right now to take a look. Let's see here. Take a look. And as you take a look at it, I want you to take a look at the CEO Sales Dashboard. And if you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, I want you to do that now, because the CEO Sales Dashboard was created because there was a problem. And the problem that a number of CEOs had, and you might be like that, I know I was like that, which is, what do I measure? What do I look at? So there's only 5 indicators. And these 5 indicators, the reason you measure these is this shows the revenue that's coming into your business, how it's coming into your business. It allows you to take the resources that you have and allocate it to people, processes, or tools. It's always coming down to one of those 3 areas. So let's take a look now. Let's go over to the CEO Sales Dashboard as you're watching right now. Let's open it up. Now, if you haven't opened yours up yet, you can go ahead and go to ceosaleshuddle.com, ceosalesdashboard.com, and you can download it. All right, once you have it open, we have leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And this is a time where you go all the way across the top. Now, you go to ceosalesdashboard.com. You can download this, by the way. You can do it right now. There is no cost. There's no charge. You just go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com and put your information in, and you're going to get this. And the reason you want this is that this is the number one tool the CEOs are using to get to $100,000 a month of consistent revenue. And then you're going to come all the way across the top. And then once you do that, because what gets measured gets managed, you're going to come down. Now, once you come down, there's a couple categories. And each of the categories, here's the good news. In each of the categories, it has subcategories. So let's go over, let's say, to leads. How many leads came in? It has some subcategories. We go over to appointments, some subcategories. I want to draw your attention today to the one area that's offers. And here's what we do know. As a CEO, the only way revenue is coming in is if the sales organization is making an offer. If the sales organization is not making an offer, that's a problem. If the sales department is not making an offer, that's a problem. And so we want to go measure not how many deals we got. I used to do that. I used to say, well, how many deals did I get? And if I didn't get any deals, I'd be so disappointed. But then when I moved that indicator to just tracking the number of offers, I started saying, well, the reason there's no money coming in is because I'm not making any offers. And the reason I'm not making any offers is because there's no leads and there's no appointments. And so it became a very simple formula that creates a breakthrough for a lot of my clients. I want you to embrace this and don't fight it. This is very simple. You can get your assistant to fill this out. You can fill this out. So as we look at offers, let's go look at offers if we can right now. Let's take a look at offers. And as we do, we say, okay, did I make an offer for someone to send a credit card? Did I make an offer for someone to sign a contract? Did I make an offer to get a wire payment or ACH? Did I at least make the offer for them to review the contract if there's an agreement that's associated with it, that I could put that in front of where they were now? And then next steps. Now, next steps is always important because sometimes you have a conversation, you made the offer, and maybe they've got to take a look at the agreement. Maybe they need to go back over it one more time and look at the dates of implementation. Maybe it's just that close, but you made the offer. You at least said, this is how we work. This is how we can help. If you've done that, take your right hand. If you're right hand, if you're left-handed, take your left hand. I do this all the time. Pat yourself on the back and just tell yourself, good job. You made the offer. You took the step. Congratulations. I acknowledge you for taking that step. Now, what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. That's the philosophy of the sales organization. I want you to adopt that with every fiber in your body. I want you to embrace that and use that in your business. Okay. Now, after we do that, we go to our next segment. And our next segment is we like to celebrate any wins. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So I want you to step back right now, and we're going to celebrate any wins that we have. And I want you first to look at it and say, okay, what are you most proud of over the last 30 days? What was your biggest accomplishment over the last 30 days? When I say 30 days, I'm thinking about because you're looking at your CEO Sales Huddle, but those that don't have that, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? What was your biggest accomplishment 7 days ago? What are you most proud of in the sales organization over the last 7 days? If you could step up, you could raise both hands in the air and say, call me right now. What would you say you're most proud of from the sales organization yesterday? The results are the results. We're not here to beat you up and say something didn't happen, but we do want the activity. Without the activity, there's a huge, huge challenge and a big uphill. But we don't just say, okay, this is all the stuff that's working. We also go all the way to the other side. We say, wait a minute. We know we got some hurdles. We got some challenges. And so powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Now, this is just for the sales department. What's preventing the sales department from moving forward today? And if you had to look at today's results, say, okay, what's really holding us back today? I'm talking about today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but just in this present moment. And then last, what's the one thing that you want to brag about? That if we could bring you on board right now, you say, Shay, I'm all in about the brag. What would it be right now? And I want you to make a commitment that what it is right now, you're all in. You're all in. My message to the day is you're all in. We're not going to dibble. We're not going to dabble. We're not going to take one step forward and one step back. We're going to be focused on being all in. All in means we're going to show up every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be in this conversation. And the number one distinction I've learned that I teach is that you stay in the conversation. When you're in the conversation around sales strategy, sales infrastructure, sales principles, you're more likely to be successful in the area of sales. Your sales department will outperform where it is today just because you as a CEO are in the sales conversation. And I know every morning we open up and people laugh and joke sometimes and they kid me and say, Shay, you always say if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. That is true, but here's the why. Because without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. And so my message really to you, the bumper sticker message is selling is serious business. Selling is serious business. Put that in your notes. Selling is serious business. With that being said, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you at the CEO Sales Huddle. You're amazing. You're incredible. You're an awesome CEO. You're out doing some good in the world. You're going to impact humanity. You're going to impact lives. At the end of the day, you're going to be profitable, and your company will continue to grow and leave a legacy long after you're gone. With that being said, I believe in you. I believe your best is yet to come. And my name, in case you forgot, is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. Peace.